In the Somali capital of Mogadishu, nearly 400 were killed, hundreds more were injured, and dozens are still missing after a car bomb was detonated at a busy intersection. According to a Somali official, the original target was a newly erected Turkish military base, the largest of its kind, and the Somali National Intelligence and Security Agency believes that the perpetrators were members of the terrorist group al-Shabab. Somalia is now struggling to deal with the aftermath of an attack that is not the first of its kind, on top of living with the impact of an ongoing famine. But the start of this nightmare in Somalia begins and continues with imperialism. In 1992, with Operation Restore Hope, the U.S. intervened militarily in Somalia under the guise of humanitarian relief, and this came after gaining access to the country's oil fields thanks to the Carter administration. In 1993, the New York Times reported that there were some 10,000 Somali casualties in the span of 4 months, 2/3 of them women and children. As interventionism in Somalia surged, stories of torture and other forms of abuse began to appear involving foreign soldiers in the country. In 1994, Canadian troops were involved in graphic violence against Somali civilians, and pictures were released showing the abuse of a teenager who was tortured until he died. In 1997, Italy confirmed that its soldiers brutally tortured Somali men, women, and children, but senior officials were absolved. In recent years, the U.S. has expanded its war on Somalia, thanks to a drone program that was revitalized under Obama. All of this has resulted in the deaths of hundreds. These attacks, which the U.S. argues are a necessary part of the wider war on terror, have further destabilized Somalia and have resulted in nothing beyond utter devastation. There's been a great expenditure on weaponry and troop deployments, all devoted to containing a group that's estimated to have fewer than 10,000 members. The Trump administration has sent more U.S. troops to Somalia to advise and assist, though they're very much armed and able to engage in combat. The violence that is forced upon the people of Somalia will continue, not only because of the actions of al-Shabab, but owing also to the role of the U.S. and allies in weakening the country and bringing about even more bloodshed. For more information, please visit mitpressnews.com.